it's Layla. Welcome back to the channel. I was gonna wait to do a room tour until I did all of my upcoming reptile upgrades, but I decided to go ahead and do one now so we can have kind of like a before and after idea of what the room looked like now versus what the room looks like once I have all the upgrades done. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a reptile room slash bedroom tour because my reptile room is my bedroom. So let's get on with the video. Starting off, there's a box because I was lazy and haven't unpacked it yet because all it has in it is art supplies and a blanket, and I just haven't gotten around to undoing it. Then if we just go as if we're walking, we have the dog bed, and our dog, who's right over there, he's a boy, but when we first got him, he like kind of took this blanket, so now it's his blanket, even though it's pink polka dot, he doesn't care. That's his blanket, so that's his dog bed, although he just tends to stay on my bed instead of his. I have the reptile shelf, so let's start at the top and make our way down. At the top, this is Elvis's tank. It's a 40-gallon breeder. You can see he has this towel hide that he's almost always under, but he does bask on top of it sometimes, and he has a nice hammock. I'm just gonna say really quick, excuse the messy tile. I literally like scrubbed that at the end of last week and it's already a mess, and there's just random pieces of salad everywhere because you know bearded dragons are very messy animals. And then we have his water dish, which you can see is completely empty and has substrate in it. So I do give him a water dish, and it's a huge controversy for bearded dragons whether give it to them or don't give it to them. It's just a big controversy, so I give him his water dish, but then he'll get it dirty and stuff because he'll just fling dirt everywhere, and then I'll just let it completely dry out, and then once it's dried out like this, I'll wash it and fill it up again, just so that it's not constantly letting humidity out. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. That's just what I personally chose to do, so don't take that as like a science. We move down, we have Harry's tank, and he's in a 20-gallon long right now. As you see, he just has plenty of coverage because I've noticed he comes out a lot more. He has a lot of fake plants, so he can't be on loose substrate like Elvis is because he has an eye deformity, which I've shown before, but I'll put a little clip of what that looks like here. Since he has the eye deformity, he literally gets dirt in his eye, and it's just not fun. So this is his tank. He has a humid hide that I made out of different tiles and like silicone them together. And then this half log hide, which he loves. And then like his food dish, water dish, and calcium dish. And then right there is like a Zoo-Med cave and another tile hide, and then behind that you can't really see it, but it's like yeah, you can't see it, it's like just a little circle dome hide thing. So he mostly stays in the half log and the humid hide, but he does only poop under the cave hide, so that makes it really easy to clean. I just put paper towel on that one part and I can pick it up. He has shelf liner, non-adhesive shelf liner, as like a background and on the ground, and that's just really easy to clean and change, so that's what I use. His water dish does always have water in it because unlike bearded dragons, leopard geckos do need water. On this side we have the trash can and this hook that holds my spray bottle, and then also back there we just have a thing of dubias and my feeding tongs. And then on this side we have a mini pumpkin, hand sanitizer, that's like the most vital part of having reptiles, a mini broom, this is my heat gun, and then this is Ducky's current enclosure. So he's a very tiny baby, and it's considered better to keep them in a small enclosure like that. I'm gonna see if I can find him real quick to show y'all. That's Ducky. So his enclosure is currently just this little container. He has a food dish at the bottom that I fill up every day to every other day. He has this cork piece that he climbs on and can hide in, and then two fake plants, and those just help him stay comfortable. I'm gonna let him hop back in there. Go back in. Go in there. Goodbye. Everybody say bye to Ducky. Down here, we have Bruce's enclosure. If you don't know who Bruce is, he's my Madagascan hissing cockroach. He has a few hides and it's bioactive and everything, but he really just stays in this hide back here all day and then he comes out at night. I'll see if I can put a clip of him coming out at night. So this is just a 12 by 12 by 12 Exoterra. It has a custom background and he has a half log hide, that hide back there, food dish, water dish, a few plants, and yeah, he just lives life in here. I don't mess with him, he gets food and he just enjoys life. So that's Bruce. Next to Bruce is Miss Trisha. Sorry for the glare. Trisha is a ivory millipede. Let me see if I can find her to show you real quick. She has a 5-gallon tank and it has a good bit of substrate because they have to be able to burrow all the way down at least the length of them. So this is way longer than she is at the moment. I might add more in the future. But yeah, this is her tank. She has lots of magnolia leaf litter, oak leaf litter, oak leaf litter, cork pieces. Her substrate is a mix of a bunch of different bioactive substrates because substrate is super important for millipedes because they eat the substrate a lot of times. She also has a food dish right there. I need to give her more carrot. Carrot is her absolute favorite food. If there was carrot in there, I can assure you she'd be eating right now. So I'm just going to see if I can find her really quick. As you can see, she has plenty of springtails in there with her, just to help with mold and stuff. So I may not be able to find her today because she may be burrowed at the moment. I'm not sure. Yeah, so she's probably burrowed. You can see down here the burrow she has, and then right here she's kind of dug out under her food dish. You see all those springtails? They really help clean up. She also goes in here a lot and I can't see her when she's in there, so I'll try to find a clip of her as well. She also just has this background that's like sticks on the back and it's all 3 sides, so it makes it look a little better than being bare. Kind of a mess right now, but these are where I have all my supplements and gecko food and everything. So we just have like vitamins and Reptisafe and Repashy and Reptivite, calcium. Here's isopod food, and this is Pangea. We have more Pangea and the Zoomed food. So we just have a bunch of different things. We have calcium with D3, without D3, all the stuff you need for supplements for my reptile. So that's all on the reptile shelf. Let's keep going. Reptile shelf is this nice basket that has all of Otis's toys in it, which is my dog, and then we have this really nice window that lets in a lot of light. Most of the time during the day I switch it to this way to where it lets more light in, and so they get a really nice natural light cycle because most of the time I don't leave my light on because this puts in plenty of light without it. And then here I have my ukulele and the bed and the doggo. Yeah, so this is my bed. It is a bunk bed, but it currently doesn't have a mattress on the top. So yeah, it just has a little pumpkin sitting at the top because I have 3 tiny pumpkins. So I decided just to place them throughout the room. Anyway, this is my bed. I edit a lot on my bed and I do a lot of school on my bed. So that's a very important part of the room. Then beside the bed, we have my laundry basket and my camera charger, and then the closet. So the closet has this little thing on it. It says Adventure Alpaca in my bags. One of my friends gave that to me when I moved. If we open the door, you see first we have this drawer system that has clothes in it, obviously, and then we have my jackets on the right side, all of my backpacks, and then the other hang up clothes. Over here it's just randomness. There's like a music stand and some extra backgrounds, and this is something that I use to take pictures. So yeah, that's all of that. Over here we have my ukulele case. Down at the bottom of the shelves I have the bottom tub is a bunch of reptile supplies, then some substrate, and these bags have reptile supplies, all my shoes, and then here is where all the isopods and feeders are kept. See, this is a stack of isopods. These are just some dwarf whites, and then we have some dairy cows and some Dalmatian oranges, which they're not very Dalmatian-y, they're mostly just oranges. And down here is some, there were peaches in here, but now there's just one random armadillidium. I put the peaches in one of the tanks, and I'm pretty sure they all died, so I felt really bad about that, but yeah, this is their thing. I need to upgrade all of them to bigger containers so they can breed more for me. Down here is just a springtail culture. And then over here, as you see, everything's labeled. I breed my own feeders. Other than dubias, I need to start breeding dubias, but this is where all of my food for my bugs are. I mean, food for my reptiles are. So as you can see here, we have superworm beetles. There's a dude right there. And there's one back there. And then we have super worms. These are all produced by these ones, so these are all fairly small. And then up here we have more super worms. These I had to buy from the store because I ran out of large ones because the babies weren't growing fast enough for Elvis. But now I have like 50 to 100 smaller ones. So by the time these are out, these should be big enough to feed. And up here is just my little pupating container. I just put 3 pretty big ones in there. It's just separated because they won't pupate if they're together or if they have food. So this is my just container for pupating them. Then we have mealworm beetles and all of their mealworm babies. So these are all, I produced all of these. I haven't had to buy mealworms since like last November. And then up here we have our final thing of mixed scaber isopods. And I just have them in this thing right here. As you can see, we just have some isopods chilling and doing their thing. There are actually a bunch of them. I'm just can't really see. See, there's a bunch of babies, and if you don't like bugs, I'm sorry. Here's some more isopods. So yeah, that's all my isopods and bug. Above the feeders, we just have a few extra of these containers. This is my change jar. I put all my change in there. I currently have like $10 in change, which is pretty cool. And then back here, this little polar bear mug that someone gave me. And then these little succulent pots that don't have anything in them. And then back there, we just have all my snow globes. I didn't have anywhere to put them, so I just put them there. And then up in the top, we have a empty 10-gallon tank with some extra lighting and heating and whatnot. And then a few extra containers, and then another box that I didn't unpack. Inside the closet, the last part of my room is my desk. This is for doing school and planning and all that fun stuff. So on the side here, it has some shelves. I have a diffuser, a notebook, my Bible, and a prayer journal, and then like a budget binder right there. That's really helpful. And lower down, I have a little container with a bunch of hair things and perfumes and deodorants and all that stuff, and then a mini mirror. And then at the very bottom, I have a picture that my friend gave me and a few picture frames that I actually painted one of these. Oh, I didn't paint it. I put a bunch of flower petals on it. No, it's cute. I just need to get pictures for those. And up here, we have the morning geckos. I'll link the video when I made this down below. So that's on my desk currently. And I have this little dinosaur pot that has a mini pumpkin in it. And a few things for propagating. This pothos isn't doing too well, so I need to move it to a different container because it really doesn't like this container. I have a mini Bluetooth speaker, a bunch of pens and highlighters because I am a huge fan of color coding stuff, as you can see by my schedule. And so each color has a different meaning. Here's my little weighing station for Ducky. As you can see, I have my schedule. Snake plant. Here's my little snake plant. He just chills right there. Does great. It's growing great. Yeah. So that's my room. I hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse of it. I cannot wait to show you when they all get their upgrades. So my upgrading plans is for Elvis to be in a 4x2x2. I then want Harry to be in Elvis's tank. I already upgraded Bruce and Trisha. Trisha was in the thing Ducky's actually currently in, and Bruce was in Trisha's tank. So I got Bruce a new tank, upgraded Trisha to Bruce's old tank, and then Ducky will either be in Harry's tank, turned up with a conversion kit, or in an 18x18x24. I'm gonna need a new shelf as well, and I'm debating on whether to put the new shelf there and just get rid of this shelf, or if I want the new shelf to go like right here. For watching, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you Sunday.